For the final set review video of BT13. I cover literally everything else that doesn't fit into a category. This will cover Ghost Game support, along with a slew of other cards that really didn't have a place. Though I'll concede that some of these cards here should have probably gone to the Alphamon and Jessamon set review, to include Leopardmon as well. But let's get to it. Jellymon returns as another level 3 option. This Digimon hilariously has Evade and is the first level 3 Digimon to do so. If this Digimon would be deleted, whether it be by card effect or battle, you can suspend this Digimon to prevent its deletion. For its inheritable, when attacking, you simply trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. It's alright. Pretty good though, for sealed. Tesla Jellymon is also back, but a Digimon that has a when attacking, draw 1 effect. And like Jellymon, it has the exact same inheritable. I'm telling you, the designers got really lazy with this set. But Thetismon from your hand if you have Kiyoshiro Higashi Mitarai in play. By placing one Tesla Jellymon from your hand under one of your Jellymon as its bottom Digivolution card, you can warp into this Digimon for 3, ignoring the requirements. One problem with this set is that you don't have a Kiyoshiro, so in a sealed setting this card is fairly useless. End of attack by returning 3 cards with Jellymon and their text from trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. Unsuspend this Digimon. With so many Jellymons and Tesla Jellymons, you have 20 possible options to recover from the trash. Angoramon also joins the brief Ghost Game support with a simple blocker effect, marking it as one of the few protagonist Digimon that doesn't have a memory tax associated with it when attacking. For its inheritable, if your opponent has no unsuspended Digimon in play, all turns this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. It's not terrible in a sealed setting, but there's still a lot missing to make either Tribal Angoramon or Jellymon even a thing. Salamon makes its debut in green. At this point, Salamon has only ever been a yellow or purple Digimon. This one reveals the top 3 cards of your deck, and adds 1 Digimon with Beast, Animal, or Sovereign, and 1 Digimon with Royal Knight and its traits among them. Keep in mind that Animal does not include Sea Animal. Its inheritable makes it so that your turn, while this Digimon has Animal, Beast, Sovereign, or Royal Knight in its traits, it gets plus 2000 DP. That is a huge DP buff to give, but it's a good buff factoring Agumon can already do it with Greymon decks. Simbear Angoramon has an identical inheritable effect to Angoramon, but unlike Blocker, this one gets jamming. Personally, I feel like Gamamon is the only one that has gotten great support to make a cohesive deck. The rest feel like hodgepodge decks with no real theme or consistency. But I'm not surprised that it's not the main lead of the show, like Tai and Agumon. Mahiramon also makes its debut in the Digimon trading card game, and the 5th Deva to make its appearance, with the first being Vajramon in BT5, Majiramon in BT6 and EX3, Sendiramon in BT10, and Antilamon in EX2 and EX4. The other Antilamons are not considered Devas. This Digimon has an on-play effect that suspends an opponent's Digimon with 7000 DP or less. Then one of your opponent's Digimon can't unsuspend until the end of your opponent's turn. Conveniently, this Digimon has an inheritable effect that when this Digimon would Digivolve, once per turn, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. Which means your level 7 Digimon or mode changes are what can be cheaper. Yes, Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode to Fighter Mode if you really wanted to. But the true intent of this effect is Leopardmon to Leopardmon Leopard Mode. Like Thetismon, Lamortmon has an identical effect from hand if you have Ruli Tsukiyono, and places Simbear Angoramon under your Angoramon in play. Inheritable wise, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. I love these types of inheritables when it comes to green Digimon. Unfortunately, the Digimon that best utilizes it right now is Machinedramon with Metal Tyrannomon. Regardless, I still think you need Mega level Digimon to make this deck work. Which, don't worry, they are on their way with Reprint Booster 1. A lot of goodies coming in that set. There are no purple cards in the miscellaneous category because I lumped them in with Ravemon and the Belphimon episode. But Gatsumon is the start of black cards, being a 1000 DP blocker with an on-deletion effect. Unfortunately, it's conditional of being your opponent's turn to trigger, meaning if it's your turn, you don't get to do any of the effects. But if it is, you get to reveal the top 3 cards and add any black card among them to your hand. While very generic, why? In a sealed setting, if you open a lot of black cards, I do see some value. Chumon adds some mild support to Sukumon decks. that on play, by trashing one card with Sukumon or Adamon in its name from your hand, you can return one Sukumon in its name from your trash to your hand. Not bad. It's a recycler. It also has an inheritable on deletion that if this Digimon is Sukumon or Adamon, you may play one Chumon suspended from your trash without paying the cost. Which means free value from the multicolored Chumon in BT11. Platinum Sukumon also does add another level 4 Sukumon to the level 4 lineup. On deletion, you get to de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Its all turns effect returns to the theme of Sukumon from BT11, and with BT14 adding more cards to this archetype, I'm honestly excited for this shit. Gladimon is your run-of-the-mill black Digimon with jamming, which is the first Digimon of a core set that offers jamming for black. The first going to Steelsdramon in a side set. But before this, black did not have a level 4 Digimon with jamming because mechanics-wise, it also had reboot. This meant that in the early game, there weren't many ways to delete Digimon easily on your opponent's turn if you chipped one and rebooted. But now, there are a lot of things that can be done. Credit to Taste of Victory for this little trivia, link in the description to his short below. For a sealed Digimon, this one is a great hitter. King Sukumon makes his marvelous return as a Digimon with identical stats to his from BT11. When attacking, however, this one lets you spawn a level 4 or lower Sukumon from your hand without paying its cost. But for me, I'll probably stay with the old one because converting my opponent's Digimon to Sukumon is pretty hilarious. Gyaromon makes its second appearance as a blocker, and an opponent's turn effect that when one of your Digimon becomes suspended, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Bruh. This goes in a Craniumon deck if Craniumon decks ever are more consistent and possible. There aren't a lot of decks that provide ways for you to suspend, meaning you have to use a blocker-based deck. A pity this Digimon isn't a cyborg because I'd throw it into Machinedramon. Prince Mamimon is here, adding more to the memes in the Mamimon family. This Digimon has an on-play and when digivolving effect that reveals the top 3 cards of your deck. Then you may play one Digimon with Mamimon in its name with a play cost of 10 or less without paying the cost. Then you trash the rest. All turns, all of your Digimon with Mamimon in their names or Royal Knight in their traits gain jamming and reboot. In regards to the trivia of Royal Knights, I have no idea why this Digimon targets Royal Knights too. Mamimon I get, but the flavor here is unknown to me. This card is the ultimate memes, but I would not play this in a Royal Knight deck for the fact that you have no way to play this Digimon for free. Which means it's time to close this episode with the king himself, King Adamon. This Digimon digivolves for 4 from a level 5 Digimon with Sukumon or Adamon in its name. All turns, once per turn, when another Digimon with Adamon or Sukumon in its name is deleted, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP, and security attack -1. Opponent's turn, all of your Digimon with Adamon or Sukumon in their name gain blocker, and cannot be returned to hands or decks. Though security is still a place you could send them. This is arguably the boss monster I might tinker with in a Sukumon based deck. And now with more than enough members, and a black-yellow tamer, there are a lot of avenues to go. Deck-wise, you have major upgrades to Sukumon with miscellaneous support, but I'll be theory crafting this one personally as it wasn't a competitive list on DigimonMeta.com. Will it be? Probably not, but give it time. It might be. But the Leopardmon deck is honestly not another bad option to go with. You'll be utilizing a lot of card effects to help you draw and give your Digimon rush, in the case of Panyamon. And of course, you'll be playing a crapload of tamers. Which decks would you love to see me explore and test extensively? Let me know, as pre-release is just 1 week away from the release of this video. This is DIGI-PANDA, logging out.